Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is BlueMaxima. This is gonna suck. I'm sorry. This is Armored Core Last Raven Portable for the PSP. Buyable through the American PlayStation Network store for I think $20. This is really going to suck, and I really apologize for it. Now, little bit of info. I have imported a completed Last Raven save I downloaded from the internet. I recommend you do this because it is extremely difficult to get going if you don't have a good selection of parts to work with. So this is the hangar. God, I have to remember how to play this game now. First thing I'm going to do is going to go to the system. Now, one of the main problems people always had with... I'm just going to turn the volume down here a little bit. One of the main problems people always had with Armored Core, especially on PSP, is that the controls were crap. The fact that this is the only game I have ever seen that lets you remap every single button is a little bit concerning. Also, I better change my my right stick settings. There we go. So, alright. This is probably not the most... this probably isn't the best set of controls. Somebody could probably come up with something. But my idea is left stick, move, right stick, look, use the D-pad to... Yeah, this is probably a really bad set. But let's just go and have a look at other stuff. If we go to the garage, we have the Armored Core setup. So you can put... The idea is you build a mech out of a lot of different parts. Now, this is an imported save game, so most of these parts I got at the start. If you start a fresh game, you get like 100k, which is barely enough to put together like two of the things. Meanwhile, you've got like a few thousand combinations you can have with all these different parts. I would recommend going with with the save of the previous game, which I believe is called Oh, I've got no idea, but it's on the store as well. There's 3 different Armored Core games on the store, and this is the latest one. But, again, I would recommend getting one if you can. So, basic idea is you got your assembly, you put together your arms, your legs, your boosters, your power generators, and all your weapons. So, let's just see if I can find a better gun. I really don't know how to play this game, to be honest, because it's really difficult to control. Alright, I'll just try a few different weapons. But it's just... Grenade launcher. Rocket launcher. Assembly... What was... Yeah, triangle... See, look at all these stats. Look at all of them. There's so many different stats to work with in this game, it's insane. And also I've got like 240,000 credits because I won like 3 missions and didn't spend a single dollar. But, and if we go back, you can tune your parts so that they're better in specific areas. Like I've got most of my stuff built into cooling so I can move around a bit quicker, but I'm not really sure how well that works. I've also got all these units that I can buy. I don't know how much of a difference any of this makes. As you can see on the bottom right there, there's like a little hexagonal chart that does all that for you. You can also sell your parts, and there's also a repository where you can put all this shit you don't use. So if you have a few configurations and you want to go through all of them, that's fine. You can also, you know, change the color of all your parts and all that. So, like, see, I just made him red. You can change your name and your Armored Core's name when you save it. You've got your cockpit. Basically, there's no reason to never turn any of this off, because it just removes shit. It doesn't start like that, but once you turn it all on, there's really no point in turning it off. Let's go and test this out in the VR unit. There are loading times. They're not too bad, as you can see. Alright, so, controls. I'm moving around with my left stick and my right, and looking around with my right stick. Press down on my D-pad to move like that. Let's just fire. Wait, seriously? I only get like 240 bullets for that? Alright, I think I've got, yeah, up is my switch weapons. There are all sorts of different weapons in this game, like this sort of rocket launcher thing. Yeah, once you're out of ammo, you're out. Yeah, there's so many different weapons in this game, and this is a game for those people who like to obsessively tweak everything. There is really nothing for it. Oh yeah, L's my melee attack.
Warning, AP at 50%.
Yeah, I have no idea why these guns have so little ammo. Like, when you start... Yeah, the weapons I got on the pre-build mech that came in the save file were okay. But even if you do have a completed, like, save game from the previous games... Why is he standing still? Okay, but you get the idea. I suck. If we go back, can I, like, load the armored core that I had? I don't think I can. But yeah, as you can see, this is a game that's really based around trying absolutely everything, and I've tried playing it several times before, and I really suck. I guess I have to go with something that's a little bit more ammo, but I don't have many weapons that do have any ammo. Lightweight chain gun. Oh yeah, these arm units are basically blades. And you can go overweight, and that's not a very good thing to do. But anyway, I'm just picking random weapons at this point because I don't know what will work with me, and I would have to spend a lot of time to figure it out. Yeah, I'll just stick with that. But yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of tweaking you need to do to get this right. Yeah, missions. Sometimes you have more than one to pick from, sometimes you just get stuck with one. They're not randomly generated or anything, they all follow a specific storyline, and apparently... Oh yeah, there's voice acting.
And there are those who would go to any length to recover it.
Yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, sometimes you can go through more than one mission, and depending on what mission you take is where the missions, where the story goes. I haven't been following the story, to be honest, so I can't really give any opinions on it, but, you know, armored core. Giant robots beating the shit out of each other is basically all you need to,
I think we're too late. I don't see any cargo.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Raven, the client wants all
I've got
of those
a
things
different
destroyed.
weapon. Let's see, I've got...
Hold your fire until they surface.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever played a mission like this. It's usually just, Oh, crap. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Holy hell. Oh, Jesus.
Warning, AP at 50%.
Apparently I'm overweight. I don't know how I managed to pull that off. I understand there's a bit of skill involved in this game, but, I mean, god damn, it's really hard to get into if you're a newbie. Oh, apparently I'm leaving the mission area. I'm dead. Wow. Oh, I managed to kill one of them at least. Yeah, and it gives you a game over if you fail on the missions, but... Yeah, you can... It gives you the option to restart from the very beginning of the game. That's how punishing this game is. I mean, Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm just gonna try the VR arena. I've got, yeah. You have to put a bet on to challenge them, and then you get a little bit more money back, but... Yeah. God, I'm sorry, this isn't a very good video. It was doomed to be a bad video from the very beginning, because I fucking suck at Armored Core. But... there's not that much I can really say about it. That people who aren't into Armored Core, this probably isn't the place to get into it. People who are into Armored Core, well, you know what you're getting into if you choose to play this. See, it's a little more fun when you've got like these one-on-one fights,
Warning. AEP
and you're
at
not getting
50%.
absolutely bum raped, and you know what you're doing. But you know, this is just a game that I find it really hard to get into unless you have a lot of experience or a lot of spare time on your hands. I did actually manage to beat this with another mech I built, or I think it was like the default mech that came in the... God damn it. I think it was the default mech that came with the save game file that I imported. But again, if you like a game with a shitload of customization and a lot of room for like optimization improvement and a shitload of parts, this is probably your sort of game. For those of you who want a game like this but want a really extensive tutorial, there's this other game that came out really recently on the PlayStation Store called Carnage Heart EXA. I always wanted to do a video of it, but I was always convinced it would turn out like this. And the basic idea is that you're a guy who has to build robots. You build robots from the ground up. You can build like teams of 3, and you can either control one of them yourself, or you can make them all AI controlled, or you can go in by yourself with 2 AI partners. And you actively program like the robots as well. There isn't that many stats to worry about. You're basically just programming the robots to respond to your commands. I really like that idea as well as this sort of Armored Core style game. But yeah, I like Carnage Heart EXA a lot more. It's a game you should definitely check out if you get the chance. Carnage Heart EXA. Unfortunately, it's really expensive, like $30 compared to Armored Core, which is about $20. But I like Carnage Heart EXA a lot more. I wish I could do a video of it, but I don't have a copy of it on my Vita right now, so I really can't. Apparently, he hit me with 70% of my shots. Apparently, I can't dodge. But yeah, you get the idea of this. This VR arena just scrolls all the way up. I looked it up before, and when you finish like one set of missions, you can go back and like change the past, so you can play all the other ones. I just don't think this game is very beginner friendly, and after you've done all the missions, I'm not sure what else there is to do. I'm sure there's a fair few, but I don't know what there is about this game to keep it on your Vita for very long, especially once you've got all the missions done. I can understand why Armored Core's a good game, but just not beginner friendly. Be very afraid. And you should look up Carnage Heart EXA if you get the chance. I might do a video on that one day, but you know, if you want a video on Carnage Heart EXA, let me know, because I actually bought that game day one, but I just sucked at it as bad as I did this. But my final opinion on this game, on Armored Core Last Raven, for the experts only. If you want a good Armored Core game, I do not know where to point you to, because apparently they're all like this recently. The only good game that I know of is the original Armored Core, and that was on PlayStation 1. I'm surprised that isn't a PlayStation 1 classic. But, look, I don't really know what to tell you, to be honest. You customize your mech, it's really difficult, and you should go and get a save file of the previous game before you try this one. That's it. I'm really sorry to the guy who kickstarted it, and if he was hoping for more, I'll try and do more, but, you know, I showed you everything I could have at this point in time. I didn't even expect that one mission to be all the bloody sand tunneling things. But anyway, this has been BlueMaxima, and I will see you all next time.